What's up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's get into it. The Chi Season 1 Episode 1. Y'all, this episode was pretty good. It didn't pull me in all the way like maybe I wanted it to, but you know, it was really good. It was a good show. This show is kind of like The Wire. It's kind of like Treme. If you could blend Treme and The Wire together, this would be that type of show. It has a lot of different characters. Some that you will get probably very attached to, some that you probably won't, but they'll come in and out just like The Wire. There was no character on The Wire that was like guaranteed to stay. You know, I mean, they could be in and out at any time, and I feel like it's the same way with this type of show. The show is focused on the south side of Chicago. I like the way that all the characters are connected. At some point, they're all connected through some type of, it might be small ways, it might be a big, you know, plot point, but they're always connected to each other. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we have several different characters that are part of this story. I'll just go through some of the major characters. The person we enter the story through the eyes of, his name is Coogie. He's a young African-American, I'm assuming African-American mixed with something else, young man. His mom used to be, the woman who plays his mother, she used to be on The Wire too. She used to play a police officer. Excellent actress, has been around for decades and decades. I can't think of her name, but she's a wonderful actress. This young boy is supposed to be her son, and he's like a free-spirited type kid, you know, a little bit eccentric for the neighborhood that he lives in. He stands out a lot, big flowing hair, nice looking boy. Then we have Brandon and his girlfriend. Now Brandon is Coogie's older brother, and he also has a girlfriend. I don't know if they even said her name, but I don't know what she does for a living either, as a matter of fact. But he has a girlfriend, and he's a chef. He has got an opportunity to be a line cook or to move up in the restaurant business, and eventually he wants to own a business with his girlfriend. Now we also have a middle schooler. His name is Kevin, and we have Kevin friends. So we had Kevin, two of Kevin friends, and you know, the other girls at the school. We don't know everybody's name. I think one of them name was like Jason or something of that nature. So anyway, Kevin is the main one we need to be worried about though. Cute little boy. And we also have the mother and father of Joseph, who is a young boy who gets killed at the beginning of the episode. The father is not his real father. He's his play father, you know, his play daddy. He raised him as his own son, so he considers him to be his son. And then we have the mother. This actress she looked like Kiki Wyatt to me a little bit, y'all, in the face. But that's why I kept thinking when I kept seeing her, I kept thinking Kiki Wyatt, but it's not Kiki Wyatt, it's somebody else. She plays the mother of the young man who was killed. We also have Kevin's older sister. I don't know her name either, but she had a small part in this first episode, but I think later on maybe her part will be more pivotal. And then we also have her boyfriend, which also plays another small role, but his part is kind of one of those intricate pieces that stick in throughout the episode, and he has some new challenges that have come his way. So now we got through the characters, let's go ahead to get to what happened. So we start off with Coogie riding through the neighborhood, interacting with all the people in the neighborhood, kind of letting you know that he's a good kid. You know, he's not out here committing crimes, robbing people, X, Y, and Z. So we enter this world of Chicago through his eyes. He rolling through the neighborhood all day long. Later on that evening, he goes to feed a dog that's behind a little fence. So he goes to feed the dog and check on the dog, and he hears some noise going on at a house. Look like a dope house. Whatever's going on at that house, a young man ends up shot on the curb. Normally, you know, people like us, we would see a dead body, you would run the other way, you would call the police, you would try to help the person, you would do something of his nature. And instead of doing that, he decides to take the boy's chain and take the boy Jordan's off his feet. This is, I guess it's kind of like a, you know, a shock to us to let us know that, you know, people they don't care about other people, you know, basically like it's every man for himself out here in these hard, cold Chicago streets, you know what I'm saying? So next we come to Brandon, and Brandon is at work. Brandon works at this high upscale hipster restaurant. We don't really know much about Brandon at this point, but the manager comes up to him and says, hey, there's an opportunity for you to be a line cook. If you want to move up, you know, you better than such and such, whoever been him longer than he has been there. He was like, you're better than him, just keep it up, you'll get the opportunity, X, Y, and Z. So he's really excited about this opportunity to become a line cook, to move up, because now he's just a prep cook. And then we meet Kevin. Kevin is a middle schooler and he's going to school, walking to school with his sister. I think her name was Diamond. I might have just made that up, but he has an older sister. He's walking to school with her. You know, he asks to use her phone because he want to text some girl that he likes. The girl talks to him when he gets to school about trying out for the play because he get with his friends. They like, ah man, you gonna ask her out, don't be, you know what I'm saying? Hit the gas, stop playing, stop looking and figure out what you gonna do. You gonna ask the girl out or not? He like playing around. She get him to sign up for a play and they like, you better erase your name off that list. He gonna sign up for the play anyway. So he signs up for the play and I guess this is how he's supposed to be trying to get with this little girl. So like I said at the beginning of the episode, Cookie sees the dead body. He steals the stuff off of the body and he thinks he gets away with it. He hides the bike. He hides the stuff that he stole. He tries to blend in with like regular people on the street, but the police catch him. So they take him down to the police station and this is also when we find out that Brandon is Coogie's brother, because their mom goes to his house and we also find out that his mom is a crazy raven ass bitch, screaming, hollering. I could not imagine growing up with somebody like that because she seemed like she is just angry and hollering all the doggone time. Calling his girlfriend, I don't know if that's his girlfriend or his wife, but I'm assuming it's his girlfriend. All kind of bougie bitches and hollering at her and screaming at her all out her name. I mean, just completely disrespectful. You know, take me down to the jailhouse to get the brother. We're back at the police station with the brother. Now we meet a nice police officer. So this is going to be the resident white nice police officer that, you know, cut everybody some slack and, you know, give people a second chance and yada yada yada. So we have this police officer. He goes in there trying to interrogate the boy. The boy know his rights. He know that he not gonna say nothing about what he saw or what happened or you know anything like that. But and he really didn't see anything that happened. All he did was come up on the boy that was dead and steal his stuff. The police officer puts these things together. You know, they make a little joke about, hey, you need to get your shoes together. You know, he got on Clark's and he was like, yo, bro, you need to get some Timbs or something, get your shoes together. He goes out. The other police officer is like, why was he over there? You know, you need to find out. Basically, like, you gonna put something on this little boy. I mean, why? You can't get no evidence on this boy. This boy was out there and he like, he ain't do nothing. He's not gonna talk. So, like, you just need to leave him alone and let it go. Dude said something smart to him, like, oh, you been working out? He touched him. He's like, you been working out? He was like, no. Dude's like, I could tell. Like, just trying to be a straight butthole. So, we got that police officer. And they let him out of jail. So, when they let him out of jail, we see that Brandon and his mother have been waiting for the boy. Now, Brandon asked, can Cookie spend the night at his house just for a couple of nights? Mom is screaming and hollering, you think you can do better than me and X, Y, and Z. I mean, just carrying on like a fool, y'all. I don't understand. The woman was just off the chain like the whole episode. I don't think she took a breath and talked in a normal tone of voice like the whole friggin' episode. It was too much, okay? His mama is a mess. He takes them home, you know, they laughing, they giggling, they, you know, having a good time. At the end of the day, he gives him, or at the beginning of the next day, he gives him a key and is like, look, you know, don't lose this key. My girlfriend is gonna kill me if you lose the key. This is my only key. Cool. That's where we're gonna leave them. We find out that the young boy who died, his name was Joseph, I think, and he was a good kid. He went to, you know, he made all state last year, and you know, he apparently was a good football player, basketball player or something. And so, you know, we see the funeral and we see the vigil. Now, we also meet, like I said, his father, the person who raised him as his son. Now, this man now, he looked like he's low-key a drunk or an alcoholic, like he got some type of issues because he's not with the woman anymore. And he kind of lives in a little broke down house. He lived by himself. He been wearing the same outfit for like 3 days. So I'm just saying, you know, he looked like he going through some hard times. That's all I'm gonna say. He shows up at the vigil and he sees the mom crying. I don't even think he went inside of the vigil. And then later on we see her talking to him, or he's at her house and he's trying to console her, and she's like, listen, I need you to find out who killed my son. I need you to do something about it. And he was like, listen, the police gonna handle it. You know, she like, I don't care about the police. You know the police ain't gonna do nothing. I need for you to handle this and find out. So he goes and talks to people in his neighborhood that be on the stoop with him. And dude was like, yo, my friend, you know, homeboy, whoever, drug dealer, little boy saw who did it. So they called a little boy across the street. The little boy say, hey, that dude be riding around, you know, with all that hair like a girl. He didn't say he killed your son. He didn't say any of this thing. He just said he was over there when it happened. At this point in my mind, I'm like, he not gonna kill him. He just gonna talk to him at this point. Like, you can't just go kill nobody. You can't just make the assumption that he killed him. Like, that's a big jump. You know what I mean? Anywho, that's where we're gonna leave him. Kevin goes to the audition for the school play. The school play they're doing is called The Wiz. He gets to the audition. He sees a little girl, you know, she's smiling his face. His friend's like, you know, hey, you gonna ask her out? You know, go on, ask her out. Stop playing, go on. You ain't gonna never do it. You know, they teasing him him the whole episode about him asking this girl out. He finally asked the girl out, can we hang out? Can we maybe go do this? And she's like, yeah, sure, we can do it, but I'm going to the movies with your friend on Saturday, or with Jason on Saturday, whatever the other boy name was. He like, my homeboy Jason? And she like, yeah. And he gets upset and he runs out of the audition. Later on, the teacher, y'all, it's so funny to me because I'm the music teacher, so that music teacher did exactly what I would do. You signed up for it. He's walking by the next day in the hallway. He like, hey, you signed up for this. Are you gonna do this or no? Okay? Like, what's poppin'? And he goes up there to sing. He starts singing and he gets a little nervous. He don't want to do it. Kids start giggling. The teacher like, hey, stop laughing. He go up there and sing just a little bit and tells him, hey, look, I'm bad too. And the kids laughing at me too. So, you know, give it another try. You can do it. So he gets up there and he starts singing. I was like, come through, little boys. Come through. So even after the love connection had fizzled out in middle school, at least now maybe he's found something that he really likes and enjoys to do, which is music. Okay? Music is everything. Get into music. It's life. Anywho, he's found something that he's actually passionate about. I think this is going to grow. After that's over with, he goes and confronts his friend about talking to the girl behind his back. They're running through the streets and he's like, you know what I'm saying? F you know. The kids use a lot of curse words in this show. I mean, I know they had to get that approved through the parents, but I was like, golly, they doing a whole lot of cussing to children. They doing a lot of cussing. But you know, hey, I get it. It's Chicago. It's kids these days. You know, they curse. I cursed when I was in middle school, so you know, I can't even shut up there and act like I ain't never said no curse word. They F you, they about to fight in the streets, and we'll leave them right there. Kevin's older sister, so early in the episode, it looked like she skipped school or she was after school or whatever. They was up there having sex in the room. So this young boy, I don't know what his name is, but this young boy apparently be out here slanging that D to anybody who wants it, honey. He was slanging that D to her. She was supposed to be his girlfriend, but people was texting him all day. She was like, what's going on? Who is texting your phone? He trying to play it off. In the meantime, his mama is coming up the stairs. Homegirl jumps and gets under the bed. Mama come up the stairs like, what's going on? You know, I told you about locking these doors up in my house. Then she sit down on the bed like, girl, what's your name? Girl, just get your tail from up under the bed, girl. Just come on. Do you need something to eat? Are you hungry? I love his mama. I just want to say that. I love his mama. She blessed me. Okay? She blessed me. On this episode, because when she told that little girl get from under that bed, like, little girl, what's your name, little girl? Just come on from under the bed. That's like something I would do or something my mama would do or one of my aunties. So I lived for her. She was everything to me. So apparently this young man is irresponsible with his penis. He's giving it to whoever wants it. He already had 2 kids, because there's another scene where he's in the shoe store looking like he's about to buy some shoes. He looks like he buys shoes, a lot of shoes, instead of getting his life together or probably taking care of his many children. He's in the shoe store and the baby mama come up, a girl come up with a baby in a stroller crying. She like, this your baby? It look just like you. And he like, girl, F you. Look, get the DNA test right now because I'm tired of this. They walk out, they go get the DNA test. Next thing we know, we're back at the house with mom. He wakes up, he hear a baby crying. So his mama come up the stairs with a baby, talking about the baby mama dropped that hoe off and was like, here you go, boom, there you go, your baby. And she dropped off the DNA test to let you know, this your baby. I'm not taking care of it no more. Take your baby back. He like, mama, if you could just watch him for 10 minutes, you know, I could go do. She like, no, I told you, I'm done taking care of children. You're gonna take care of this child. When she promptly hands him his baby and goes on about her day. I said, yes, mama, yes, yes, I'm here for you. Yes, he gonna have to figure out how he gonna make it and take care of this baby all by himself. So now we've got all converged to this point. The father of Joseph, play daddy, has found out about Coogie. So he goes and, you know, he looking for him all day long, He finally finds him in front of that same corner store we saw him at the beginning of the episode, and he confronts him. He sees that the boy because the boy went back to his hideout where he hid the stuff, got the chain, you know, he sold the sneakers to the young boy, to Kevin's sister boyfriend. I don't know what his name is, y'all, the one with all the babies. He sold his shoes to him. So that's how they're connected. He put the chain on, he walked, you know, he going through the neighborhood. The father sees that he has the chain on. He like, you killed my son, you killed my son. He like, yo, bro, I didn't kill him, I just saw him dead. You know, he's take the chain off. Here, you can take the chain, you can have the chain. The man is just so disoriented and hurt and upset, he shoots shoots him. At this exact same time is when Kevin and his friends are arguing about him talking to the girl. He walks up on them and he sees, so they all hiding when he see him pull out the gun and shoot the boy. Coogie is dead. Some kind of way I knew he wasn't gonna make it to the end of the episode. I just knew it. And you know, to be honest with you, his death didn't really affect me that much. Like I wasn't like, oh no, cause I guess they just didn't make us fall in love with his character enough. You know what I mean? Like I saw what they tried to do with him feeding the dog and, you know, try to let us know he's a good kid, but it just wasn't enough for me to be like, oh my God, he's dead. I was just like, oh, okay, he dead. Kind of like on The Wire, when people die, you just be like, oh shit. Oh my God, they're dead. That type of stuff. The little boy is shot. They have the funeral. Mom is tripping at the funeral. I mean, screaming, hollering, cursing Brandon out. I left him with you for one day and you and that bougie bitch and this, that, and the other. I'm like, really, mama, at the funeral? Even he was like, really, mama, at the funeral? Like, this is the most. She was doing the absolute most. She probably the character that I hate from the beginning. Like, she was doing the there was nothing else left for her to do. Like, the bitch was, I mean, stunts and shows. She act the damn fools. Brandon is obviously devastated by his loss, but he goes back to work. He leaves the funeral because of all the mess, and the chef is like, you do not need to be in this kitchen today. Do not come in here today. You need to go home. And he like, bro, just let me work. You gave me opportunity and let me do it. And so he was standing over there, and I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for him. Okay, I was rooting for him because a lot of times black people, we as black people, we have to take things like painful things that maybe other people will be able to check themselves into the hospital for a few weeks and, you know, cry and have panic attacks over and all of that shit. Like, we have to take those things and like transform those things into using them to propel us forward or give us strength. Because in my mind, yes, he could be depressed about his brother, he could cry, he could, you know, go shoot up the world, he could do all of those things, but your brother died. So do you think your brother will want to see you fail? Your brother died to see you fail or go to jail behind him? I just don't believe that. I'm glad they showed him using that pain. He channeled that into getting his job done, because he was handling them steaks, honey. He was on the line, okay? Working it on the line, okay? Like Dineva said, he was in charge of the girls that day. He had his stuff together, honey. So Brandon killed it. At the end of the night, one of the managers was kind of skinning and grinning a little bit in homeboy's face. I was like, wait a minute, where's sister girl? I know you not. Don't do this. Don't have one good day and then start acting brand new. Don't do that, Brandon. Don't do that. We're going to have to see about Brandon, because he was feeling kind of hurt. And you know how... Listen, you know how it be when y'all ego get smashed a little bit. Anybody who tell you cute, you'll just throw him some dick. After that, Brandon, he at the corner store one day. The corner store is the dude telling him how nice his brother was, nice guy, you know, good negotiator, X, Y, and Z. They having a little kiki laugh about the whole situation. So, coming out of the store is homeboy with all the kids. He actually have the baby in his arms because he can't go nowhere without the baby. And he tells him, yo, I overheard my sister's little brother saying that he saw everything that happened. So he tells him, okay. So he goes and finds sister's little brother, snatch him up. You know, he like, I ain't telling you. Of course, he ends up telling him about old dude. And then they walking down the street. Real slow, no, I'm playing. They walking down the street and they actually see old dude. But when they see old dude, he like, what you gonna do? And the episode goes off because we don't know what he gonna do. I forgot to add in that after Joseph Play Daddy went to go, after he killed Coogie, he went back to the mom and gave Kiki Wyatt, the mom, the necklace. That's not Kiki Wyatt, y'all, but she just looked like her to me. I'm sorry. That just might be what I call her, Kiki, this whole season. He gave Kiki the necklace. I guess it's supposed to mean to her that, you know, he got justice for her son, but he really killed an innocent person. That should be interesting to see how that all plays out. I think I got everything in the episode, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts about the episode. What you thought about it? What did you think? You know, what you think is going to happen next? I don't really know what's going to happen next. I'm kind of just going along for the ride. Like I said, it didn't 100% grab my soul. I feel like they set up a nice basis for us to let us know different things about Chicago. I like how they showed a variance of Chicago. They didn't show, you know, just one side, like, oh, everybody over here killing each other, you know, black on black crime, X, Y, and Z. I like how they showed the intricacies of the crime. It wasn't like he just went out and just was murdering people because of drugs or because of this. He killed the boy because he was hurt. He was going through pain. He made it was miscommunication. It was you know, that's how things happen in the hood. You know, it's just word of mouth and this, that, and other. Like, I like how they showed the intricacies of the crime. It wasn't just like somebody got killed and it didn't further along the plot points, or it didn't further along the character development is what I'm trying to say of the story. So I appreciated that. That's enough to make me continue to watch the show. My favorite characters so far are Kevin. Like, I love Kevin. He reminds me, I have a friend, his son reminds me of this little boy so much. The way he looked, the way his mannerisms, all his personality. But this is the cute little boy with the nice little voice. At first I was like, oh, he kind of funny looking, I'm not gonna lie. But then I was like, you know what, he's really handsome. I was looking at him, you know, throughout the episode, like, this is a handsome, cute little chocolate boy, okay? So I feel like he's gonna be a very important star of this episode. I also feel, you know, I love Jacob Lattimore, even though he playing a fuck boy in this show. That's basically what his role is, having too many damn kids. I like him as an actor in general. I also feel, I would have liked to see more from the character that passed away. So I don't know if we'll be having flashbacks with him or not, but you know, that'll be interesting. And the guy who plays Brandon, he was in Straight Outta Compton, so it should also be interesting to see how his character develops, which way he's gonna go. Will he get pulled back into the life? Will he use this to help him, motivate him in his future? What about his mom and his relationship with his mom is very complicated, so I can't wait to see how that plays out. So let me know what you think about the first episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos with your friends. Y'all, Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder will be back in 2 weeks. We're happy about that, so we can get back on track. So I'm gonna try to do a what's poppin' video either later on today or, you know, in the daytime today, because I have some free time. So yeah, I'm still here, y'all. Don't forget about me. All right, I hope you have a wonderful I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. So we back in this thing for 2018. All right, peace.